From morning till sunset the shavings fall, sharing old stories while we carve and install. One piece at a time like memories we weave, in the heart of this workshop we never leave. A little bit of patience, a little bit of care, just like a good friend you've got to be there. Sand down the rough spots, smooth out the lines, and what we create will stand the test of time. So here's to the hammers, the sawdust, the glue, but most of all, here's to friends like you. Ah, crap. Where'd we go? We're around here somewhere. Bam! Welcome back, folks. Another edition of DeLand's Handmade Woodworking. I hope everybody's doing well. DeLand's over there muted. You're still muted. There we go. Can we hear you?
Are we live now? That was weird.
Yeah. I'm guessing everybody's seen seen the live.
Hey, everybody. That was a weird start. It didn't seem to want to go live.
Really?
Wow. Can you guys hear us? Type in the chat.
Oh, now,
that was weird.
Did you try to hit go live? Because I was hitting it. I usually, am the one.
I didn't hit go live. It should have automatically went live unless you do it.
Yeah, I did it.
All right. Tim List says they hear we hear you. Okay, very good. Awesome. Man, okay. What a day. What a day. This was down to the last minute. If it wasn't for that intro.
DeLand had to call me. I was out. I was in the wood shop doing some freaking work and completely lost track of time. He called like, you coming or what? What's going on? Freaking 10 minutes, 8 minutes
and,
to go.
My wife and I were sitting down talking, having a man and wife conversation. And all of a sudden I look and I'm like, oh no, it's 10 till. I got to go. And so I kind of like left her hanging. I didn't mean to, but I kind of had to finish that conversation later. Julia, how are you doing? Nice to see you. Thank you for coming. Thank you for being here. Thank you everybody for being here. Ray and Sandy, the Carving Wizard, Woodchuckers, CNG Creations, the Electric Whittler, Tim's List, Michael S. Trying to scroll up through chat, see if I missed anybody. The Woodchucker, June's House of Craft, very nice lady right there. Dad.
What does Ole mean? Rest in peace. R.I.P. R.I.P. DeLand. What does that mean?
I don't know. Oh, probably because I left my wife in the middle of the conversation to come to YouTube.
Oh.
Greg Reynolds. Hello. Muddy Mud Dog. Grumpy, like the runic. Nice.
Grumpy's in there?
Grumpy's in here already. Nice. We got a lot of people in here. And Mike is making stuff is in here. Let's go. Let's go. If I missed anybody, I'm sorry. I'm trying to get caught up. So thank you guys for being here. We have a fun night. I think it's going to be fun. At the very least, it'll be entertaining. And the simplest guests are awesome because no one's figured out who it is yet. Can anybody in chat, before we bring out the guest, can anybody figure out who the guest is? And Heather B, hello, how are you doing?
I'm trying
Has anybody
to,
typed?
I'm
What's
trying to make a banner here for the pins. We're going to give away some pins tonight. Some Deland and Rusty pins. Hopefully y'all want some. Let's see. We'll scroll. I guess we won't scroll it. We'll just add it in there. And bam, and there we go.
So
right.
we have, Dad's Workshop. Is that Dad or Dan's? Dad's Workshop. So we've got Dad, and we've got Dad's Workshop. Awesome. I'm going to get a little confused on that. Where did Dad go? All right. There's Julia. I want to make Julia a moderator.
Tim List said he got his pins. And
nice.
They're great. Cool. So.
All right. I think I've added all the moderators. There we go. I think I'm caught up. It's very disorganized tonight. Sorry. Like I said.
Yes, it is.
Last 10 minutes have been crazy. If it wasn't for the intro.
We will we'll do $2 super chats for 2 entries for 2 pins, and we'll do a duck race or alien race or something. We'll give several sets away.
And that money is going to go to Rusty. That money does not go to me. So that money goes to Rusty.
And that's just going to go back into the show. So,
well, either way.
Yep.
So the guy that likes to make stuff, we should bring him out so everybody can see who it is that likes to make stuff as much as you and I. So, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome.
Oh, wait. We gotta get ready. And okay, here we go. All right, here he is, right here.
The guy who likes to make stuff.
What's up, guys? Well, I'm touched.
There you go.
Thanks for having me, guys.
I wasn't joking. It is Mike is making stuff.
It is.
Oh, looky there. Chris Jenkins just dropped in. What's up, Chris? I hope you're doing well.
Yes, he did.
Holy
Thanks
crap,
Amy Joe.
What? Amy Joe, $10.
Oh, 2, 4,
Is that for the pens, Amy Joe?
Dang.
She's out throwing cash like she's at the strip joint or something.
Wow.
Comes right out the gate.
Really?
She got it like that, huh?
Oh, Amy Joe says, I'm your sugar mom. Bound chicken. Okay. Hold on.
We got to be writing this
seriously,
stuff down.
Yeah, seriously, stop. Stop with the chats. Please. Stop with the super chats.
For just a second.
Just a second. Please stop with the super chats.
Damn.
I appreciate it. I love it. It's great. If you want to give a $2 super chat for Rusty for the pens, that's awesome. But as far as super chats, please don't give me a super chat. I would much rather you guys take that money and give it to the wounded warriors. I haven't had a chance to say that. So, yes, bro, don't turn down the chats. Yes, I understand that. But there's something I haven't had a chance to talk with you guys about. And I'm going to have to do it. Any other time, I would love the super chats. Any other time. But I have partnered with the Wounded Warrior program to help support veterans and
Yes.
to help wounded veterans. And I'm going to be asking you guys, if you can in your heart, if you can click the link that is in this chat, it should be, to donate to the Wounded Warrior Foundation, or I'm sorry, now you guys got me all screwed up. The Wounded Warrior Program, June
Project.
19th.
Warrior
Project. June 19th, I'm going to be doing a live, and this really has me off guard. I'm going to be doing a live. It's going to be streaming to YouTube and Facebook. I'm working on getting a few people to join in, a few makers to donate some items. All right. I'm still getting all that ironed out. I love the super chats. Trust me. But I would much rather, at this point in time, have you give that money to the Wounded Warrior Project.
But shouldn't they do that? Shouldn't they do that on the 19th when you're going to have swag and stuff to give away then?
No, they can do it anytime from now until the 19th. Absolutely. They can do it anytime from now to the 19th. Yes, they can wait until the 19th when I have swag. And if you guys want to give super chats, fantastic. I'll take them, because chances are that money is going to go to the Wounded Warriors anyways. But my main concern for the next few weeks until June 19th is any money raised, I would love to go to the Wounded Warriors. For one, 100% of the profits go to the Wounded Warrior Project. If it goes through YouTube, then YouTube's going to take their 70%. So I want to steer everybody that wants to donate money to click on that link to go right to their donation page, because that way they get 100% of the profits. Sorry about that. That just all happened way too fast.
Yeah. And I know this is Delana Rusty's thing, but I just want to pop in here and I want to say something, if you guys don't mind. I'm not really, I mean, this is something that they've been spearheading. Thank you guys for doing it. But I want to tell you guys from a personal perspective, you couldn't make me more happy to make me realize that you guys are going to support WWP. That's such a huge thing for me. Having served, I was in, for those of you who don't know, I was in from 91 to 99. And if there's anything that we can do that ends up lending support or services or the things that my brothers and sisters need, that's huge. That is so huge. So,
and I want to respond to Woodchucker. Woodchucker, you are 100% right. If people want to super chat, they're more than welcome to super chat. But here's the thing. I would love the super chats. Flat out. I'm not going to deny it. In my mind, in my heart, until June 19th, this isn't about me. And let's say somebody gives me a $10 super chat, which I appreciate, flat out 100%. But then they can't give $10 to the Wounded Warriors. That is where I don't know how to say this. Until June 19th, I don't want this to be about me. I want this to be about the Wounded Warriors. So I wasn't trying to be disrespectful. I wasn't trying to be rude. I just didn't get a chance to get it out before money started
Yeah, all
flying.
the super chats just came flying in.
So, and I
you know what?
want,
I also want to take a second to reiterate and maybe explain a little differently what Deland was worried about. If you guys are throwing it in the super chat, if you're going to take $10, for example, and you want that to go to Wounded Warrior, that's phenomenal. That's beautiful. But the problem is if you send it via super chat, then YouTube's going to chop $3 of that off and take it. If you use the link, then Wounded Warrior is going to get all $10 of that. And I think what he's saying is that he'd much rather you do it that way so that they get everything that you guys are kicking in rather than giving them their chunk, you know?
Well, we should have. I guess we should have.
And any other time, I would be happy with YouTube taking their take and doing all that. You know, but for tonight, $2 super chats for Rusty for the pens, and we're good with that. If you're thinking in between now and the 19th of super chatting or donating money, do it to the Wounded Warrior Project, not to me, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Chris. Appreciate you, buddy. So, okay, let's get on with the show. It kind of derailed from the beginning. So, all right, Mike.
Yeah, we should have might have talked about that.
That's how my whole life rolls, man. Let's go.
We should have might have talked about that before I, was doing the pen thing. We could have waited on down the road for that. I didn't know I didn't know that was going to be a thing now. I thought, it's over a month away. I thought that was going to be then, but.
Yeah. And we kind of have been crazy and haven't had a chance to talk. So my plans were to start talking about it, build it up for the event on the 19th, but also you can donate now through the 19th. Anyways, we're done with that. Mike, what projects are you working on?
Oh, geez. So the answer to that question is yes. I am working on so many different things right now. I just got done with putting together a couple of little 4th of July ideas. I hope that you guys get some benefit out of that. Show people things like how to make a star that they could put on a decorative patriotic thing that they may sell for 4th of July. I think Father's Day is the next big one coming up. So I want to try to put together maybe a Father's Day gift that maybe people can put together. So I kind of been getting my head around that. What do they call them? The gentleman's box or the gentleman's stand. You know what I'm talking about? Where you take your keys and billfold and you watch, throw it all there before you go to bed. Mm-hmm. I'm thinking about trying to put one of them together maybe. Of course, all of it's going to be out of repurposed, reused kind of stuff like that. Because that's how my channel rolls.
Yeah, and I know what you're talking about because a few months ago, I made I called it a key box out of fence pickets. And basically, it's a box with a shelf on it to be able to put a flower on it. And it's got a drawer. And you open that up, and then you can put your wallet, your keys, your glasses, everything in it. So come the next morning when you get ready to go to work, everything's right there. You open it up, take it out, bada bing, bada boom. You're good.
Right.
So
that's the plan. And between that and maybe researching a couple of other Father's Day projects, I mean, I'll try to put something together to help everybody out to let them do a good project.
Yeah.
Other than that, I guess I should talk about what I did on the live over the weekend. I'm building a lathe.
Nice.
I just about got it up and running. I got some chips off of it this weekend, which was cool. Now I got to start focusing on the other parts like the tailstock and tool rests and things like that. And then you may see me turning on a freaking lathe, as I think Whack and Shack likes to call it.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, I think the only other tools, I think I wanted to make one other tool, but I can't remember just which one. For those of you that, I guess I ought to talk about that. For those of you guys that have watched my videos, I guess just to say thanks. But there's been a lot of people that were like, "Hey, you got a really cool woodworking channel. That's awesome." And I'm like, dude, I'm I don't know if I'm a woodworker. I mean, I'm competent. You know what I mean? I can put things together and they come out okay. But there's going to be a whole lot more than that. There's going to be a whole lot more.
I kind of consider myself a maker. I think woodworker. I mean, there's like a level there, but I mean, I can make things, but I don't know if I can make like really pretty, like important things, if that makes sense. You know, so I consider probably more of a maker because I can figure out how to make something. If I've got to make something pretty, well, then I need to put some time to it because I need some focus on that. But few people jumped in, so let me say hi to them. Raja, my brother, thank you for being here. Creation Dust, thank you for being here. Oli Makes, I think Oli just bopped in. Hunter Lee, very nice. And thank you all for being here. So, if you needed to explain to somebody about your channel, what your channel was about, how would you go about explaining that?
Oh, oof. I've been struggling with that ever since I started. First off, I'm kind of new at this. I've only been doing this for this is my 5th month. And I can't be more thankful for the reception that I got ever since I kicked off. But for me, my channel optimally will center around a few key principles that kind of extend a little bit past, the wood rack. Self-sufficiency, being able to make repairs, fight planned obsolescence, embracing a variety of different disciplines to help us be able to be self-sufficient. And that's a passion of mine that I can tell you it started when I was a kid. When I was young, we lived in Michigan. We lived in southern Michigan, actually, right outside of the Constantine, Three Rivers area, right there in that part. And
so that was the west side.
Down the southwest corner of Michigan, close to Indiana. And for those of you old enough to remember, in those days, it was the steel boom. And everything was going crazy around metal. And my grandfather had moved up that way to take advantage of the metal boom. And they got steel fabrication jobs and everything was great. And long story short, all of that just kind of fell apart when the Iron Belt fell apart and U.S. Steel fell and all of that other mess. So we ended up coming back to the desert Southwest where my dad's family was at. And I can tell you the very moment that put me on the trajectory that I'm on now. Again, I'm telling how old I am. I was, 8, 10 years old. And the rage was that kids were transitioning from the bikes with the 8-pane handlebars and the banana seats and all of that stuff. They were moving from that to go to BMX bikes, right? And of course, there was a bunch of economic hards. It was a setback in my house. Of course, I'm young enough, I didn't realize it. But I had previously to that point, because they had been making money hand over fist at their jobs, I was a spoiled, rotten brat. I'll tell you the truth. I mean, it was, if anything I wanted, if daddy wasn't going to buy it, grandpa was going to buy it. And I wanted a BMX bike. And it was the first time that they said, I don't know if we can get you a BMX bike. And of course, being spoiled and rotten like I was, I was a terror and it was awful. And I remember this moment because my dad and my grandfather looked at each other with this resolve. And they both kind of nodded knowingly to one another. They said, you're going to have a bike. You just give it a little bit. What I didn't realize was that they after their jobs had gone in the middle of the night to borrow welders and grinders and coping machines and anything they could get a hold of, and they leaned on their steel skills, and they built me a BMX bike out of scavenged pipe.
So
and that bike
I'm gonna
go ahead.
Woodchucker goes, Mike is making stuff. Your channel is about love and history and to give back when you're not. So that's a pretty good a summary of a channel. I don't know how involved Woodchucker is, but I mean, for somebody that watches it, that's a pretty good summary.
Yeah, those are really good, kind words. Really, they were, Chucker. I appreciate it. But that stinking bike, I'm so fixated on it at the moment. It was probably 5 times heavier than any other bike that the kids had, because it's made out of like Schedule 40 pipe. It's like 1/8 inch thick. They got the little hollow tube in there. It's great. I could hit that thing and it's like I hit it with a Buick. I mean, this bike is ridiculously huge. I will in a minute, baby. I'm sorry. But that bike lasted me, and it endured, and it taught me a lesson.
Nice.
That no matter what the hell was going on and what kind of situation you were in, if you were self-sufficient, you'd find a way through it. And I've embraced that ever since.
Nice. I'm going to say hi to a few more people that's popped in. I think Matthew popped in. Pilato. I think I've just seen his name. And let me try and scroll up here. It's Kevin Durica. And Knuckle Boston popped in.
Welcome, guys.
Yeah, thanks for being here. And I want to just give a shout out. Mike Stanifer, that was one that I saw. I want to give a shout out to my channel members that are here. I've seen Ole, I've seen Amy Joe. I know Rhinestone Suzanne's out there. Harry's out there. Melissa's out there somewhere. She might not be a part of the chat, but she's here. Greg Reynolds. I know Rusty's spirit animal. Jay Creates. So if I forgot you, I'm sorry. My Uncle Steve, Susie Doty. Yeah, my Uncle Steve, who is Susie Doty. Hello, everybody. And thank you for being here. Rusty, do you have any questions you want to ask Mike?
Mike, so what is your favorite video that you have put out?
I gotta say, my favorite video is probably Booger Mallet. I don't think I didn't name it Booger Mallet. It's I think it was from Angry Comment to Great Project or something like that. It's not hard to find. I like that video because it reminded me to keep my tail humble and don't make any assumptions about who's watching, what they know, what they don't know. And it was also a lesson for me because that was my first real troll that I had ever got. He was upset and he's talking, and he's calling me all kinds of names or whatever. But I figured out since then, I thankfully haven't had but maybe a couple of others. And I've realized that there's a high ground you can take. And I've watched a lot of creators that they're just butting heads with their trolls and they're in the comments and they're raising hell and fucking screaming and banning them from the channel. I don't think that's the way. I think, especially in times like we live in now, and don't worry, guys, I'm not talking about politics. In times like we live now, everybody is so stinking hard-headed about where they see things that I think especially YouTube the community, we need examples of people that are willing to listen to other people's point of view and say, you know what, you might be right. Maybe I do need to think different.
Kevin Jericho wants to know, would you call him a troll?
No, absolutely not. He doesn't give me enough crap enough to be called a troll. He hasn't earned it yet.
Yeah. No, he's joking. No, but you know what? So here's my thing. Don't fight with trolls. If you don't want them there, just ban them. Because for one, it brings you down to their level. And I mean, unless you want to have a online, in public, on YouTube fight that's going to make both of you guys look silly because neither one of you probably really know the other person, just get rid of them. I mean,
well, and
we had a guy in chat a couple weeks ago that I warned him, and I warned him again. He got quiet, and then all of a sudden he threw one more shot over the bow.
Yeah, the potty mouth guy. I remember.
Yeah. And he's gone. I don't need him as a subscriber. I don't need him here. I'm going to, You know what? So I forgot his name. I'm trying to get him to come on the show, but he's from Canada. Really nice guy. Hold on. I'm going to try. I'm going to tell you the story as I'm looking. Anyways, I was on his live stream and with Kevin and Canadian Chris and, a few other people from Canada, we joke around with each other, and I joke around with them being the 51st state, and we joke. Well, it was my first time in this guy's live, and he had said something. I said, well, be careful. Canada's the 51st state. And he was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. We don't joke around like that in here. And I was like, oh, you're probably right because I don't know you. I shouldn't have typed that in. So then I apologized. I didn't want to be that guy. Here, I will, joke like that because generally I get that back. But had I have continued to go on and continued to go on and continued to egg him on, then he would have had every right to ban me. But I respectfully said, oh, wait a second. This is your channel. You're right. I need to respect your channel. So when we talked in email about it, we're trying to work out a day for him to come on. I wish I knew his name. Real nice guy. And he's got a beard. I don't know what it is with woodworkers, but everyone's got beards.
Well, I got kind of half beard. I mean,
I think you did, Kevin. I think you started it by calling you guys the 51st state. So you got me in trouble theoretically.
But see, that's the fun thing that I liked about that Booger Mallet video. And I feel proud about having put it out because I'd realized that was the smartest way to approach that kind of stuff. He had valid points. He had legitimate things that he brought up. And in doing so,
Hold on. First, I need to thank Raja for 40 super stickers.
Oh, wow, 40 rupees.
And
nice.
Amy Jo, what exactly is it you keep shaved? I missed something.
Her beard.
Oh, Raja. Thank you very much, my friend.
Raja, thank you.
My brother. Wow. Thank you so much.
Is that 40 rupees? Is that what that is?
Yeah. But it made me, I don't think anybody really expected it. I got that troll and I thanked him. I thanked him legitimately for what he had to say because he had valid things that he had to say. And I respect that everybody has their opinion. And yes, he cussed, but listen, I do too. Who am I to judge about anybody? So I respect that he had his opinion and he had the balls to say it. Cool. And at the end of the day, like I said in the video, it just makes me better. Because now I can take in the guys like him into consideration when I make the things in the future. And it's going to be all the better for people to read.
Chris Jenkins, thank you for stopping in, and thank you for the donation. And come back. You know, we're here every Thursday, and we get into some really fun times. We've got races, we've got giveaways, and it's nice seeing you. And thank you for coming over from the bourbon community. And I appreciate you, Chris. Thank you. I miss talking to you too.
Yeah, man.
So the
Now,
thing,
you two
the
are
thing
gonna-
with the trolls, the thing is,
I was
I
going to say,
don't
you two are
mind.
going to have to tell me. You're going to have to tell me when to shut up because everybody already knows. I'll talk your ear off. I mean,
Did someone hack Raj's account? What the heck, Raj? Raj, my brother. That is, you are too much. Thank you. Thank you so much.
I see you pull out. Okay.
So the thing is, if you have a troll in the comments where you're having, an opinionated conversation to where, you know, you're allowed your opinion, I'm allowed my opinion, and you are discussing each other's opinion and it stays civil, I'm all for that. But if you take it beyond being civil and getting rude, then that's where it needs to it should stop.
Facts. Absolute facts.
Nice.
But to sum up, finish answering the question, because I already took like 10 minutes trying to answer it.
We've been on an hour and a half already.
Yeah, my channel is, here it is. I want to teach you as many disciplines as I can possibly show you. And as much as you guys love that I do woodworking content, I promise you that's just the beginning. I mean, it's woodworking. I have interest in metalworking, in electronics, in computer programming, in engineering, all of these things that are all intricate tools in the toolbox to make you more self-sufficient. That's the goal of what I want to do.
Awesome. Mike Stanifer, did you get your package? I have to know. Did you get it? You should have got it. I hope you got it. Anyways, all right, we'll go on. So, go ahead, Rusty.
I don't know. I blanked.
Hit that like button, everybody.
Yeah.
Hit that like button.
Yeah, for Pete's sakes, it don't cost you nothing. And if you don't hit the like button, you make a little baby cry.
There you go.
And a puppy dies if you don't hit the like button. So.
Raja, thank you so much, my friend. Thank you so much, my brother. Good night and sweet dreams, and get some sleep. That was awesome. So I'm gonna talk about this one more time. I'm gonna probably end up doing a video about it. But for those that didn't know, for those that didn't hear, yes, I've partnered with the Wounded Warrior Project. From now until June 19th, you can donate through a link. I'm going to have a link in all of my videos if you would like to donate. June 19th, I'm going to do a live, hoping to stream it to Facebook and YouTube. And there's a few woodworking channels that I kind of have commitments from. I don't want to say until I don't want to put pressure on them if they can't. To donate some stuff. I'm going to donate some stuff. And the Wounded Warrior Project sending out some swag to donate to help raise funds. So now until June 19th, there's going to be a link in all my videos. So if you want to donate to the Wounded Warrior Project, feel free to do so. And as we found out earlier, if you want to give me a super chat, fantastic. I accept it, I appreciate it, and I love you for it. But until June 19th, I would much rather you donate that money to the Wounded Warrior Project because they get 100% of the money, where YouTube's going to take 30%. So if you give me $10, YouTube's taking $3. So I won't talk about that anymore. Just know that there's a good cause out there and we can do a lot of help and a lot of good. So thank you guys.
Absolutely.
Right, Rusty,
one more
what
thing.
do you got? You got that.
What's up? I was going to say one more thing I want to add to that, guys.
Rusty a question, but you had something.
You don't have to stop with just clicking on the link and making your donation. Listen, the vast majority of the names I see scrolling in this chat, you all have channels. Grab that link, put it in your description, spread it around. Let's do what we can do. It doesn't have to be limited to just us, okay? We can get a great thing to happen for those guys that almost lost everything. And I promise you there's more of them than I care to admit. And they could definitely use the help. So if you copy that link, take it with you, go throw it in your descriptions, you pass it around, you share it with your friends. I don't care if you got to pick on your your son's third grade teacher and get them to click it. Just let's get it to happen. I'd really appreciate it, y'all.
Bye, Dad. Thank you for being here, and I hope you come back. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
By, buddy. Appreciate you.
So, all right. But yeah, so Rusty, you got the table. You got the table that everybody was nice enough to, that Mike started this little campaign for.
Yeah.
When are you looking at getting that table together and showing off that fine, beautiful thing that's never been unboxed and nobody knows what it looks like?
Yeah, just as soon as I can. So I'm gonna try to do that. I'm gonna try to do it tomorrow. So, yep.
That's what's up, Rusty. Okay. I know Deland was really fired up about seeing you get that. He said it was really going to help you out. That's definitely going to be.
Yeah. Good. Oh yeah.
And I expect a Rusty hand cut dovetail video after you got that thing together. Okay, you're going to teach me that because I ain't got no damn clue. All right.
I don't know.
So one thing I didn't tell Rusty is, and I might not have said it, is it's actually an adjustable workbench. So had Rusty not have gotten it, I was going to set it up with my table saw. So I would have an outfeed table.
Oh, that's tough.
Yeah, but I thought it would be more important to let Rusty have it than to keep it and stinge out on that.
Yeah,
because Rusty does a lot. And
before you break that bench out, though, Rusty, I got to ask you. And we talked about this in one of my Friday night shooting the poops. All right, workbenches. Are you the guy that keeps your workbench pristine because it's a testament of what good craftsmanship you got going on and you use it as a showcase, or is it beat the hell out of it and then fix it when you need to fix it?
That's right. Beat the hell out of it. Yeah.
Bad suckers are wreck.
Yep.
I am definitely the beat the hell out of it side of the fence. Chat, what do you guys think? Showpiece or beat the hell out of it? What's your bench do? I am firmly.
Yeah, so you guys in chat, your workbenches, are they perfectly pristine? Do you put screws in it to hold things down?
Yes. 150% of the time. I absolutely do.
Knuckle Bustin says, don't look at my bench.
Yeah, I ain't worried about it.
John
Mine
says
is covered with
his workbench is made for working. That's what I agree with. Amy Joe's is rough.
Yes.
Beat the snot out of it. Creation dust.
Yep.
So that's me. And I mean, it's a workbench. And I think I was joking on, it might have been Mike's stream or my stream. When you have to put a piece of wood on top of your workbench to protect the piece that you're working on, that's a used workbench. And I have so many different pieces of plywood laying around that when I'm working on something really, really nice, I don't want it on my workbench because it's going to dent it up or something.
Oh, we lost the land, I think. He'll be back, though. Rusty, what he was saying, I absolutely get it. Look, everybody, if you got a bench like mine, everybody's got it. The nice piece. You got a little piece of melamine stuck in the corner or something like that that you can slap over the moving blanket. And I'm not protecting the bench from it. I'm protecting it from the bench.
Can you hear me?
The bench all beat hell.
That's
there
right.
He is.
How is there two of me in here?
Oh, good Lord, what y'all do? We started talking about adventures in Delanda, multiplied on it. Yeah, dude, but I'd love to be part of a live for 2 minutes. Okay, Chucker. Listen, Woodchucker, get a hold of me if you get a chance. You know what, as a matter of fact, if you don't mind, I want to leave this open.
Woodchucker, you can call that number right there. You can be part of the live right now.
Absolutely.
Either that or you can call into that number, or I will put a link in the chat to where if anybody wants to join live, they can.
Small Woodlock, good to see you, buddy.
There you go. If you guys want to come on to StreamYard and join this chat live. Small Woodlock, how you doing, buddy?
Come on up here, because I have listen, you guys already know I'll talk the whole time unless one of y'all come in here and jump in.
Well, I've been trying to interrupt you.
I don't think anybody who's seen me making the pursuit or making the rounds around the lives, they already know that I just can't shut my mouth.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen your live sometimes, and it's been like 2 hours of ear bleeding conversation, and everybody else is sitting there going, and you're still talking.
Jesus, Mike, shut up.
I think I went to bed with your live on one night, woke up the next morning, and you were still talking.
I was still talking. Probably still talking to myself. Listen, and that's something else.
I'm just joking.
If there's a chance, I want to appeal to everybody in the chat for the future, because it's something that I struggle with and I need some help. In case y'all ain't figured it out, I don't know what HD is, but the doctor says I got about 80 in them something. All right. It's one of the things that makes me so interested in so many different disciplines. Hey, Mike Les, yes. The reason I got so many of those interests is because I do have ADHD pretty bad. And I have pursued so many of those disciplines that I'll tell you guys the struggle with my channel right now. And it's probably, as I understand it, 180 degrees of what a lot of other people suffer from. They can't think of things to make a video about. I can't decide which damn video to make first. There's so many different things that I want to impart, that I want to get out there. I've already built an entire library of private videos for my kids because I want them to have an archive to come back after I'm gone to ask me how to do this, that, and the other. That's all already there. It's pretty much in place and it's well on track. But I want to get more information to all of you for the things that you want to know. It doesn't have to be just about woodworking. Hell, it could be about anything. If you can't figure out how to put the right Python code on your ESP32 smart chip, I can do that. It's no matter where you guys want to go. If you can't get the injectors off of your Triton Ford, I mean, I can do that. That's whatever you guys need.
Help Woodchucker call in, because I think he's having a problem.
Oh man. Okay, hold on a minute. I got you, Chucker. Hang in there. Give me 2 seconds.
Yeah. So the funny thing is, and I'll talk while he's gone.
Yes, Woodchucker. If you call, it'll port you right into the show.
All right. So we're older. You may need a tutorial on how this kind of phone works.
Yeah.
Okay. First, you got to pick it up. Okay, and you'll hold it over here, and then it's got a dial. See, and you got to rotate it like so, and that will let you dial the numbers. Okay, I know a lot of people got smartphones.
Mike Stanifer, if you really need your VCR programmed, I can do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
So YouTube sent me some information, and I kind of feel so bad for some channels and myself. So YouTube has noticed that my views have gone down compared to other videos. I have noticed that the views have gone down. Not only have the views gone down, which means my videos are probably not good, but YouTube isn't sending it out as much. I've been looking at the analytics. So they sent me this really nice data sheet that pretty much said, you need to start doing more pallet wood projects if you want videos to be seen. Or fence pickets. Because all of your fence picket videos have thousands and thousands and thousands of views. But your newer videos that aren't fence pickets only have hundreds and hundreds of views. But you know what? I'm okay with that because I don't want to be stuck for the rest of my life having to make fence picket videos. I will, but I don't want that to be my whole channel. If I'm out making something, I want to make it, whether it's out of fence picket or whatever.
Right.
But those channels that are just doing them. Oh, we got a caller.
Here's the caller.
We do have a caller. Here we go. Caller, state your name. Where are you calling from? Hello? Caller. Can you hear us?
RUNOFT.
Caller, can you hear us?
Oh my gosh. Can you see my face?
No, you're just calling in on a phone like a radio show.
Oh, okay,
Yep.
gotcha. You guys are killing me.
What's happening?
Yes, I can see your
we
face.
got here?
Before I kill you, who are we killing?
I'm talking to my phone.
Is this Woodchucker?
Yes, this is Woodchucker.
Woodchucker, what's up, my friend?
Sure, what's up,
What's
buddy?
going on? Man,
So
where do I-
Woodchucker,
Yeah, where do you start, buddy? Come on.
Yeah. So, I've been on YouTube forever, and since I think 2012, and I've done all kinds of content. Everybody has seen it. People jump through my videos. Shoot, I don't know, 500 and something videos. Been all over the board, and trying to find myself. Started off with building choppers. Had a guy that helped me out and really got me started in my first video. Just blew up and I was monetized, and then life changed, how it goes. And I didn't put anything on, didn't know anything about YouTube. It was brand new. 2012 is really, YouTube wasn't even really YouTube. But just went through life and started over again, and looking for passions, stuff I've done, and everybody says, what are you doing working at a grocery store? And I said, I don't know. And they're like, man, you're freaking, you got so much talent. I said, I'm trying to find myself. So I did. I started searching, doing videos and learning the YouTube and algorithm, and struggled a lot for years. Learned it all the wrong way, and putting out shorts like crazy, getting subscribers, but nobody comments. And basically it's not really about me. It's where I've been and where I'm coming from and where I'm at now, and who I've met with you guys is really what I'm getting to. It's not a pity party, but there's one thing that really stuck when I met Bear and the Boss Lady.
Yeah.
In his 10,000 subscribers. That live.
So Bear and the Boss Lady, I think along with Creation Dust 777. So I'm gonna tell you right now, the biggest influential people I can tell you right now is Bear and the Boss Lady, Creation Dust 777, Amy Jo, Rhinestone Suzanne.
Man, she's awesome.
I think I'm missing somebody else, but those four channels have been some of the. What's that?
I met Raja through Bear and the Boss Lady. Everybody just kind of piled in on me, and I just didn't know what to do with it. I'm like, oh my gosh, people are commenting.
But
they are
those
really
are the
work with me.
best.
I'm here.
Oh, I was like, what?
Are we still there, or did I die?
Deland,
Yeah.
Deland's he's in and out.
It's okay.
Man, Chucker, I love watching you build that tree yesterday. That was pretty slick. That really was.
What was it?
Weren't you carving that little tree yesterday?
Yeah, that was a tree. I actually want to do more of that, but that's a little bit down the road of our talk a little bit. So, but I'll get into that. Yeah, it's awesome. I've heard a lot of people talking about they want to chainsaw carve, and I want to promote that, especially for people just starting. So I'll talk about that here in a couple minutes. But the biggest thing with you guys, there's so many of you, and it can be overwhelming. I've heard Grumpy talk about it. I've heard other people, that aren't so savvy with maybe, doing YouTube and the stuff that they have, and they're doing the best they can, and they love everybody. But there's things that everybody doesn't have to comment if you don't want to. You could just press the heart button, or you could just throw a thumbs up. That means just as much as love your content, because there's so much words out there that you could say, but they just want something in return for what they've done. And I feel that, and I know what that feels like. I've been carving for 9 months, and I showed my first bear I made, and that was like embarrassing, but it doesn't matter. Everybody has their own content. Everybody has their own carvings and their own woodworking. Doesn't matter, but we're all tied together, and we're all achieving the same goal of what they're achieving. They want to reach, and that may be making a history for their kids, or they all have their own agenda, and we're all helping each other. And that's something that I've struggled with, and never found that with anybody until I met you guys. Everybody.
So I need to call the cable company and have them come fix my internet, because I keep dropping out.
Yes.
Chucker, we're glad to have you, man.
I want to say some stuff, because I've seen people having issues with Wi-Fi, and I'm not the best at it. I mean, I feel like I've done pretty good at editing this and that, and it seems like everybody can learn something. But I do know you can only get as best internet speed that the company can actually give to you. So if you have 100 gig memory, or 100 gig not memory speed, if you pay for 200 speed, you're probably not going to get that, because your area can't support what you're buying. So just because you have a high speed doesn't mean you're actually going to get it. So be careful on how much you spend. There's little things that I've learned. A Cat 5 or Cat 8, you can buy a hardwire and bring the Wi-Fi next to you, and you can actually hardwire straight to your phone. There's little Cat 5s that plug into a box and then plugs into your iPhone or Samsung or whatever phone you have, the hardwires, so your direct line to your phone. A lot of people just stream off of Wi-Fi.
So I was actually joking, because I am my internet provider. I work for that company, which I can't say, and my wife just politely put into the comments that I am the company. So yes. So to go to we're going to get back onto woodworking, but for what you just said, yes, you are.
I didn't even.
You are partially right, but
Hi,
also.
Jane. Hi, Jane.
Yes, if you buy 200 gig speed, but your computer cannot handle 200, you're not getting full 200. You're getting it from the company. You just can't utilize it because of your equipment. But we're done with tech talk. We're moving back on to woodworking.
Gotcha.
Charities. My wife.
About jobs, right?
And here's something I wanted to interject with, Chucker. Let me tell you, this is exactly the kind of thing I'm talking about. It's the spirit of what I want to do personally with my channel. If it's something you feel compelled to do, what I'm going to say is this. You know what I smell? I smell a how to optimize your internet's performance video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you
Everybody
go.
get your own videos, and everybody can feed off of it, and everybody can get something from it, because that's where we're
That's
all.
the whole point of this whole thing, man. This grand experiment is learning everything we can and sharing it with as many people that can use it.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, we got a new looker there, or a new watcher. Patricia's Crafting Corner.
Hey, Patricia, how are you? Thank you for being here so
Yeah.
much. Thank you for being here. So this new crafting area that I have found on YouTube, there are some really nice ladies doing some really great work, and they're doing a lot of mold pours and resins. So if you're interested in any of that type of content, give June's, give Patricia's. There's a few others in here. Like their pages.
I think
because
we need to,
sometimes
we need to have some of these other makers, because we're about making stuff, and I think Patricia or June would be
so
be
I'm working
awesome.
on that.
Yeah,
I'm working on that. I've got a few emails out. I'm talking to a few people, and I am working on that. I want to get some of them out here. And you want to know the one thing that makes me like their channels the most, in most cases, with just about everyone I've seen? Let me tell you, before they end their video, they have prayer time. Now, they're not just praying. They literally have a list of people in their community that they are praying for.
yeah.
And I found that so touching and so moving. And that was, to me, it's amazing. It's awesome.
Yeah, it is. But I mean, it can't hurt. So whether or not you're a believer or not, it can't hurt to take a second and give somebody a, because you don't know.
And that's one of those cool things about this community, is that despite it being so diverse, nobody's judgmental of anybody else. I mean,
No.
and that's wonderful. I mean, it doesn't matter if I'm Christian or not. I promise you, if you're going to throw a prayer for me, you ain't gonna hurt my feelings.
That's
I'll
right.
take it. You know
That's
what I mean?
right.
Let's go.
I'll take it. I want to say hello to Cat's Piece. We haven't called her out, or I wasn't paying attention. Pilato Creations, Old Path. What's up, buddy? Yeah, Jeff Dowdy, that guy. That's that one guy, Jeff Dowdy.
Right. And then I see Pilato in there being cute in the chat. Now, guys, this is an example of what happens when somebody's trolling you, but it's a little bit different this time. Pilato, I want you to know that I'm making a gesture with my hand, and it's off camera, so you can't see it.
It's a one finger wave, ain't it? It's a one finger wave. There you go.
So June's corrected me. She said Mrs. Wanda does prayers and blessings, and others do shout outs. You're right, but I have seen a couple other channels do the prayers, and I've enjoyed that. That's been really nice.
Right.
Last Breath, what's up, buddy? Yeah, he I guess he had some internet issues.
That's
haven't we all, my friend?
But I think, to sum up what I was saying, that I'm so overwhelmed with the different things that I want to make so many videos about. Your guidance and your feedback, just like anybody else. I mean, you guys have your own channels. You know what it's like. If you get feedback from your audience and they say, hey, I think we want to see something about this, that helps so much. And I can't tell you how much more it helps me, because number one, I've got so much I want to do, but number two, I've got ADHD kicking my brain around. And if somebody says, hey, make a video about this, hot damn, I'm on it. Let's go.
Last Breath, we're not going to shut it down. We're extending the time. So you're good, my friend.
I guess giving me a chance to talk, we should have known it was going to get extended.
Do what, Woodchucker?
Did you say you have ADHD?
I do. I absolutely do.
Oh, I know I do.
Actually, I do too.
Well, there you go.
And you got to higher brain. You have to fulfill it and you know and you feel good about it. I'm full blown. I'm ADD. It's all in my head. I'm not hyperactive, you know, so much, you know, as my body moving around so much. But yeah, my brain's going 90 miles an hour. That's why I speak so much or comment so much, because I have so much to say and so much love to pass around.
There you go.
And everybody has been so supportive.
Oh, absolutely.
And this is probably the third time in my life that I've ever said that I have ADHD.
Yeah.
And
Last breath, 5 tornadoes in an hour of his place. God watching over him because we got some rain. All they got was rain. Well, that's good.
That is good.
Yeah,
for sure. And let me tell you, Chucker, I can tell you this much. I had ADHD, and for those of you who are old enough to know what I'm talking about, and forgive me for the words I'm going to use, Deland, I had ADHD back when they called it lack of ass whooping disease.
Yep.
Your dad just hadn't beat the hell out of you enough to sit down and pay attention. That's your problem, and you keep running all over the place. I had that.
Why are you doing that? Why?
Exactly. Why can't you just sit still, pay attention? And now I can tell you now that I tell people wholeheartedly, I'm 4 years old and I still don't know what the hell I want to be when I grow up. I still have no clue because I keep, you know what I mean? And I've learned to embrace it as a superpower.
You use it as a tool.
Yep. Mike, so what video did you put out that you thought, man, this is gonna be a winner right here, and it flopped? What is
Oh, shit.
I tried. I could tell you that I know the video that answers that, and I know the one that's 180 degrees of that. The one I thought that people would get a kick out of and be entertained about. It's still up on my channel. I'm not going to take it down. I own it. I'm proud of it. It's called I Tried to Make a Video, and it was a shit show.
Hold on 1 second. I've got to say hi to RT Doodle. RT Doodles, thank you for being here. Awesome. You guys are showing up tonight. That is awesome.
What's up, Archie?
But I made that video, and it's called I Tried to Make a Video. It was a shit show. And it was the first time that I had all kinds of grief technically. I had so many, my mic was cut out. It was acting stupid. So here's ADD brain. Watch this, Chucker. You're going to love this. I thought, God, I need to use this. I got this footage, and I don't want to shoot this video all over here. I got to figure out a way. How do I make this work? You know what? They'll want to watch something funny. Let me make fun of the fact that the tech problems happen. Oh, I know how to do it. Let's get an AI voice doing the narration on the video, and I'm arguing with the AI the whole time, and the AI saying a bunch of crap and talking about me. Meanwhile, I'm in the subtitles talking crap back to it, and we're arguing with each other the whole time I'm building the project. I thought this thing was going to be hilarious for people. I think it made it.
Hold on 1 second. RT Doodle, June's, Patricia's. Most everybody knows that you are allowed to share your page's link in the comments. That's why I make everybody moderators. So
there you go.
you want to share your pages, and if people want to subscribe, they will.
There you go.
Can I say something quick? I'm sorry to interrupt. So you're the only one that I can do that. So you picked the bottom button or the top button for a moderator, because when I put my link, it's a hyperlink. When I'm on Bears Live, it might, or not Bears, other people's, it's not a clickable link. So you're doing something that maybe you can explain.
No, they're not letting you be a moderator.
Right.
I'm letting you be a moderator.
Right.
So it's completely. Some channels don't want to have 4,000 moderators, and I completely understand that. And I'm not talking bad about any channel that don't want moderators.
Yes.
So here's the thing. As we've talked about before, Rusty and I, when we were in the Whiskey Tube community. Everybody was a moderator. We shared everybody's pages and we helped promote everybody. That's the way we do it. All right. Now, if Bear doesn't want 50, 500, 2,000 moderators, he doesn't have to do that. Me, it goes the same for Bearded Viking. You know, he doesn't give out moderators either.
Yeah.
So, but for me, I make everybody a moderator. For one, I want you to share your links. I want you to promote your pages. And for two, I can't always see what's going on in chat. So I truly do trust my moderators where if somebody's getting out of line, to go ahead and put them in timeout. So it's not what they're doing wrong or what I'm doing right. It's what I'm allowing that other channels don't. And maybe someday that's going to, you know, be a downfall for me, but it's what I do. And I'm not a moderator on other channels and I don't ask to be. And if they want to make me, they can. But yes, you're right. Your link is clickable here. And it's probably not going to be clickable everywhere else.
Yeah.
Is that because of the two options when you pick if you want someone to be a moderator?
Yeah, I think there's some permission settings you got to give them for moderator that allows them.
And because there's two different ones.
Yeah, they have to make you a moderator. And right now you're just a standard moderator. You can only moderate.
That's the bottom one. The bottom.
But if they don't make you a moderator, then you're never going to be able to share your link, which is that channel's priority or
the way they want it.
Yes.
Right. Yes. So the top one is the one you picked, and that allows us to do click
bottom
links.
one.
The bottom one.
Yeah, the bottom.
Bottom one.
The bottom.
But Rusty, I want to get you the question real quick because you asked me, and I want to answer the other side of it. The other side of it is the video. I thought, okay, you know, this would be cool, and some people have talked about it. I think it was, I don't remember. I think it was Flossie was asking me about. She was ticked off about a crosscut sled, and it was big, and it was cumbersome, and it was stupid, and she hated it.
Prerogative.
Well, let me build something. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I love that video. Yep.
Listen, I thought, okay, this 100 views, 125, call it a day, be the same as like 15,000 freaking views later.
Yeah.
400 freaking more subscribers later. What the hell happened there? If any of you understand the algorithm, I wish to God you would explain that to me because I don't understand.
Nobody does. Nobody does.
Cat's piece, thank you. Yes, the word I was looking for was prerogative. It's those channels' prerogative if they want to make everybody a moderator or not. That is just what I do here. So, you know, everybody runs their channel a different way.
So, you know, Raja, we have to address this. Raja gave some money. So if Raja wins, how are we going to get him some pins?
Oh, Lord, how are we going to get him?
Like, I have no idea how to send anything to. I think he's in India.
He is.
Like, how would we?
Even, I'm going to speak Woodchucker. Even if you couldn't get pins to him, he would love either way. But just being on his channel, I'm pretty sure everybody's pretty supportive.
Right.
Everybody just ramp his whole lives. I think he'd be just as happy.
Yeah.
It's either way, everybody's happy, and that's what's crazy. And I'm going to jump off, but I just want to say I appreciate everybody. It's hard to go around and watch everybody's video. There'll be a kick where I'll go and jump on and just go nuts and watch one person's video. And I'm pretty sure everybody else agrees. You can't just go to everybody all the time.
Right.
But you guys have all been super awesome. I've probably gotten over 75 subscribers.
Nice.
And I have not gotten that in 9 months until I met Bear. And that's the more people that comment. I didn't get comments. I never did. And this isn't about me. I'm talking that people that are starting out or listening, and we all have passion. So we're going to do it for regardless if we're recording or not. And that's something that everybody is going to do no matter what. And that's something we have over everybody else that is just putting stuff out to hopefully win the big ticket.
There you go.
And what direction you're trying to achieve. And that's something that nobody can take that away from any of us.
As they put it in the comments, it's the tribe, and we're tribe strong.
That's right.
So,
Tribe
and
strong.
the tribe is not this channel. I want to be clear on that. The
Right,
tribe is everybody banding together to help everybody.
Yeah.
Yep.
So,
All right.
yeah.
Thank you, Raja. Thank you, Woodchucker.
Yep, I'm gonna let you go, and I appreciate you guys. So, anybody needs any help, just reach out. I'll try to put my email in. So
There you go,
I'm
brother.
here for
Awesome.
everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yep.
Thanks, Woodchucker. Hey guys, I put my email in the chat too. If you guys need it, by all means, listen. It's a Gmail. It's not like you're gonna. I mean, I'm not compromising, and you just send me whatever you need. I'm answering whatever questions. I wanted to talk about one last thing, and then I'll shut up. I swear to land. I
Really?
promise.
I don't believe you. I don't believe you.
I don't believe that at all.
No, I don't believe that at all. No.
Wow.
I'll shut up for a minimum of 30 seconds after that.
This
All
has
right.
been an hour and 16 minute, hour and 16-minute stream, and an hour and 13 and a half of it has been you.
It has been me running my damn
That's
mouth.
awesome.
I mean, that is what it is.
Stream of consciousness right there.
There is a live stream that I do every Friday that I call Friday Night Shooting the Poop. That is probably, admittedly, is probably going to shift here pretty quick because I want to thank you guys so much. I'm over the 500 subscriber mark thing, and I've been watching the watch time. I just passed 2,000 watch hours. So
Nice.
it's going to be pretty quick that I'm going to be able to have the stuff like the supers and the members and all of that kind of stuff. And unless anybody has a particular objection, I may move. Yes, plywood. Yes, I know. I may move the Shooting the Poop over to Saturday and then leave Friday specifically as a call in for a couple of hours every Friday night for members and stuff to reach out to me, show me project. Where do you need help? Where are you stuck? How can I help? And leave that open exclusively for them. So there may be a shift in when the Shooting the Poop happens, but I just wanted to put that out there. And more importantly, I wanted to say thanks. I mean,
Shooting the Poop happens at about 7:30 in the morning.
Yeah. Mike, are you sipping on anything tonight?
I am not.
What?
Not tonight. Not yet. I mean, I got a left-handed coffee around here somewhere, but I ain't even pulled on it.
Wow.
Well, as much as I would love to say that I am a dedicated daily sipper, sometimes I skip.
Yeah, me too.
It just happens to be tonight that I was more. I think it was because it was so damn hot. For those of you that are in Texas, you've known the last couple of days, man, it's been Satan's butthole around here. It's been nuts.
So, Mike,
And
did you get your package yet?
I hadn't seen it. Now, admittedly, I also live in a neighborhood where they've got the communal, aluminum big mailbox joint, and sometimes they stick a card in there, and you got to go down to the main post office. I hadn't checked the mail today, so I hadn't looked.
I was going to say, it's not going to fit in a mailbox.
I will definitely take a look. There's probably a slip in there for me to run by the post office and go get it.
All right. I just want to make sure. So I'm going to go ahead and probably in about 12 minutes end the stream. Because it's getting 8:30, and then Rusty's going to have to be leaving pretty soon to go to his other show. But I would like to one more time talk about the Wounded Warrior Project. So I'm not going to pound on this every live, but if you guys do feel it in your heart to donate, please do. And for those that have, thank you very much. And also, I know there's some $2 super chats that have been put in. That money will go to Rusty. So now is the time. If anybody wants to put in a $2 super chat for some pens, please do. And those will go, that money will go to Rusty, and the pens will probably come from me.
So yeah, $2 super chats get you 2 entries for pens. I apologize. I didn't know all of this other stuff was coming up with the thing. We should have freaking talked about this stuff beforehand.
So in my defense, I called Rusty yesterday to try and talk to him, but he must have been mad at me because he never called me back and he never answered the phone.
Yeah. Okay.
Check your
Anyway,
phone. This pen says, whatever, Professor Rusty. And then this one just says, DeLand's Handmade Woodworking. So you'll get one of each.
Heck yeah. Hey, wait a minute. Doesn't Rusty got one of them deals with the aliens running a race and all that jazz?
yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Except it's going to be. I forget what it's going to be actually.
Oh, here they come. Hold on, let me get a notepad. I'm trying to keep track of some of this.
$2 and $2. Oh God.
So that's $6,
I got
right?
it. Here we go. I got my little writing deal here. Okay, I got Michael S. for 1.
No, $2 gets you 2 entries. $2 gets you 2 entries. So
Oh, shut up. Okay, 2. Baby kisses. I got 2. Who else gonna throw in on it? Don't be scared.
And thank you, Michael S. And thank you, Baby Kisses.
Absolutely.
And I think Steve Doty, I'm going to have to go back through because everything was happening so fast. I believe there are a few other ones at the beginning.
I was gonna say, didn't Amy Jo do like 10 or something like that?
Yeah, she did a super chat.
I got her in here.
I do
James
Wounded
has-
Warrior and DAV disabled veterans. And now I'm working on a line of products to donate a percentage. Oh, June, all the way from the UK.
Oh, that's wait a minute, that ain't one of them euros, that's one of them pounds. 2 of them actually. I wonder if they got a picture of the Queen on it. Or did they change it to put King Charles on it now? I don't know. That's fascinating. If you're in the UK, that'd be cool to know.
And yes, so Last Breath Woodworks says I do. I assume Wounded Warrior and DAV. I'm not sure what DAV is. And now I'm working on a line of products to donate a percentage of proceeds to local police departments. All need support for what they do. That's true. It's very true.
Heck yeah.
And Raja should be in. Oh, Creation Dust popped in 2 super stickers. Nice. Thank you very much, sir. So he should be in.
I got him.
I'm working on it. I'm working on it.
Somebody figure out how much money Raja gave us. Was that 140 rupees?
I already did.
Okay. I ain't good at converting.
Disabled American Vets.
Yes, Disabled American Vets. DAV.
Right?
So how are you doing this, Rusty? Are you doing a race or are you just giving all these people pens?
No, I'm doing a race.
How many are you giving away?
I guess we can do a couple of races if you want, but per race, it's going to be, 2 pens each.
No, I'm sorry. I didn't break because I know that takes a while and that's going to gobble up even more time. And hell, I ain't even shut up half the time. So I'm going to make DeLand late for supper.
No, you're making DeLand late for bed. My
Man,
bedtime is in the next half hour, 45 minutes, and Rusty's got to get to another show. So we've got exactly 5 minutes right now to get this done.
There's old
Old
Pat.
Pat popped in too for Rusty.
Old
Look at
Pat.
that.
Yeah. All right.
All right, the land says 5 minutes, so we're going to respect his bedtime because he goes to bed at about 5 o'clock, rolls up the sidewalk at 6. Listen, got 5 more minutes. Get your donations if you want to. If you want to get registered for the pins, and then with your permission, I'm not trying to take things over, but I think that's a smart way to organize it. We'll get him to run the race. What do you think?
Rusty's doing the race, and I will do the mailing,
Yep.
provided I've got the email. Or so you guys have to give me your address. Send me an email.
Thank you. Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank
Whoever
you.
the winner is, you got to give your email to, or your address to, what is it?
The land.
I think that's his name. I keep wanting to call him Delano, but he keeps telling me not to. Hey, is everybody in for the pins now?
So,
Give me a
Rusty, do
one
you
if
want to
you're
do
done,
3 quick
and then we'll
races?
end it.
Do what? 3 quick races?
Yeah, and
Yeah,
then
we
that'll leave 2 for another week. 2 races for another week.
Okay.
All right. Old Path. No, I did not get the plaque yet. I look for it today, so it should be here soon. Ode to Land. It's part chicken, like my oldest son. I like chicken, and my chickens are sleeping right now. Last breath. Hush. I am not lurking on lives. That's my computer getting hacked when I can't sleep.
Listen, your dad's in here telling on you, Delane.
It's not my dad. That's my uncle. And yes,
He's telling on you.
yeah. Deedle used to be my nickname. Deedle.
I ain't gonna hit you with deal. I won't do it.
All right.
Thanks,
no
Steve.
more entries. Entries are done. Entries are done. If you weren't in, I'm sorry. I'm shuffling.
Fun fact about Bill Better Delane, mine was Boo Boo.
Somebody give me a number between 1 and 10, and I'm going to shuffle that. Give me a number.
6.
Somebody give me a number.
6.
Not you. The people in chat. 1 and 10. Give me a number. 8. 8. Michael S. said 8.
Look
So
at the parentheses.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. Let me share this. Share screen.
So Baby Kisses,
Roger, take-
it's from Deedle Doors. If you remember the TV show Deedle Doors, that's where it was from. That's what I remember it being.
All right. So so we have Amy Joe with 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. She has 10. Carving Wizard has 4. Susie has 2. Greg has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Raja has 2. Michael S. 2. Baby Kisses. June. Creation Dust 777. Old Path. All right, that's it. Y'all got it.
Roll that beautiful race footage.
And here we go.
If you win, you better give me one. Let's go.
And we
I'm
are
kinda
racing
gonna say
go-karts.
this. Amy Joe's got 10 of them. If she doesn't win, I'm going to feel bad.
Right?
See, she got the racket going on too. She could get hers in the back to start wrecking into the other one so they can't catch it. I mean, got a whole thing going on.
I don't know. They're all kind of hugged together. Greg is pulling
Jim says I'm going the wrong way.
Oh, Susie. Here comes Susie. edging out. No, fading back. June and Wizard.
I see you up there, June. Man, you going the wrong way. I don't know anything about that.
There's Amy Joe poking out. No, falling back. Here comes Carving Wizard.
Oh, they're trading paint last breath. I guarantee it.
Someone's going
You
to turn
can't
the
see it.
nitrous on in the last second.
Woodchucker says, I'm already out there waiting on y'all. What are you doing?
And the nitrous is coming in 5,
Right.
4, 3, 2, 1. Hit it.
Fast and the Furious time. Let's go.
Oh, who is it?
Here we go. They're falling back. Greg is looking promising. Amy Joe.
Somebody hit the
pass.
juice. Let's go.
Here comes Amy Joe. She's hauling ass towards the front. Amy Joe, get there.
Hey.
Amy Joe.
Congratulations, Amy Joe. I knew you had to pull one of them out.
That's
Yeah,
what's
it's about
up.
time.
Y'all go find the flex arms emoji and put some of them flex arms in the chat for Amy Joe.
Amy Joe pulls it out at the end. All right, so let's stop screen there.
All right, so you're going to do that 2 more times?
You want to do that tomorrow? Okay. All right. Well, I can. All right. I'm going to remove the race winner.
One Amy Joe.
Well,
And
one of them or all of them?
I don't know. It's saying all of them.
Hell,
I,
they
or
got
which,
past the field. Come on now.
crap. It's only one of them. Oh, crap. You know what? Whatever. Here we go. Oh, oh, damn it.
Amy Joe says take them all out. Get rid of all the Amy Joes.
Well,
Thank you for doing that, Amy Joe. Appreciate
I guess we'll do the second place winner because they wouldn't let me take them all out. So,
All right, so if Amy Joe wins, it'd be second place. Would you be Amy Joe again? Watch.
yeah, right.
That
Well,
would
then
be
we'll
funny.
be third place. Whatever.
Whatever. I see you, Raja. Uh-oh.
Raj
See, I
is
think-
driving like he carves. Intense. I mean, he's like going at it.
Man.
Oh, he's falling back. Michael S. is up there.
Amy Joe said I didn't think it through, y'all. But the Matrix keeps pausing for a second. Be all right, though.
So Michael S. is in a short lead. Looks like Baby Kisses, maybe? Is it coming in towards second or third?
Oh, this is such a nail biter. They're making another left turn.
Nitrous incoming in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, there goes the nitrous. The carving wizard and Greg didn't load up their nitrous. Amy Joe's dropping off in a big way, but yet Amy Joe's
Oh,
still
here
in the
comes
front.
Carving Wizard. Hey, Carving Wizard's coming.
Oh, let's go.
Boom.
Ha-ha.
Oh yeah, there we go. Carving Wizard, Amy Joe, and Carving Wizard.
Congratulations. Good job, Perry.
One more time.
All right, here we go.
Uno más.
Boom.
We got 2 minutes. All of you visit each other's channels. You get your tails over there and you subscribe to each other. Make sure to get each other up. Y'all don't whirl out of here until you do that, please.
Now I'm really curious to see who wins because just so you guys know, Rusty is controlling the race, but so far, 2 channel members won. I'm just saying, it's lucky being a channel member.
Seriously, now I mean that so serious, you guys. We were talking about the tribe, and the tribe can do. That's the biggest thing we can probably do for each other. Is you guys go subscribe to each other, encourage your audiences to do the same, help each other out. Poor Roger. He keeps jumping out there in the beginning. I think he runs out of gas about halfway through or something. Right about the 60% mark, and then he's standing on the side. I ain't got no gas, ain't it? I started a WhatsApp group called The Tribe. Uh-oh. Are we all joining a WhatsApp group? I ain't mad about that.
I will see. I'm not sure if I have WhatsApp, but I feel like it's one of those things that is going to constantly go off.
I don't think it does. I've got WhatsApp on my phone.
Here we go.
Oh,
who's it going to be? Let's go. Last race. This is it.
Let's go, Greg. Come on, baby.
Oh, it's so close. It's so close. Oh, Greg fell off. Who is it? It's Joe again.
No, in second place, it's Raja.
It looks like Raja. Raja. Oh, Lord. How are we going to get Raja? Raja, you'll have to send your address to Delan at what's your email, Delan?
No, Raja, you
I'll
won.
get a hold of Raja. So Raja's the winner. Awesome. Nice.
All of y'all in the chat, thank you for listening to me rattle my mouth for as long as I did.
Yeah, this guy's put me to sleep. I need to go to bed.
If I do something that you're interested in, please go stop by my channel. Of course, go see Mr. Rusty's channel.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it has been a fantastic, fun night. I appreciate you guys being here, and I always look forward to Thursday nights. So, yeah, I this is one of the days of the weeks that I always look forward to, even if I'm having a bad week. Thursday gets me through, so we're good. I appreciate it, and thank you guys for being here.
So where can Raja send his address to?
Did he ask that?
Delan, I think you said you had a way to get a hold of Raja, didn't you?
I will try and send him a message or an email. Or he can go to my page and send me an email and give me his address.
Thank you, Carbon Wizard. Appreciate you, Perry.
All right.
There it is. There's his email.
I see it.
All right, guys, you do me a favor. Show Delan some love. Hit the like if you didn't already. He's over here busting his tail. He's about to fall asleep right there in that chair trying to do all these cool things for us. Y'all show him some love.
Trying to save Raja's email address.
And if you don't mind, throw some emojis in the chat for my friend Rusty, who does not, in fact, have a urinal hat. As many times as they keep trying to say that's the case, it's not true.
It is not a urinal hat. No, it is not.
Raja, I will send you an email. Everybody, thank you again. I'm heading out. I've got to get everything packed up and get ready for bed. But thank you for being here, and I look forward to seeing you guys all week long and next Thursday. And you're right, probably be in about an hour, hour and a half. I'll probably jump on somebody's live stream just to say hello. So have a good night.
Good night, everybody.
See you guys.